that said, you have a lot of cats that come into the business and they just get preyed upon and they just spend all their money and they never make a dime. So I'm one of the honest brokers that's going to tell you straight up, hey man, save your money, get a good mentor like myself. And I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help guide you, and I'm gonna help you save some money, and I'm gonna help you really figure out whether or not you want to do this, and help you leverage your resources and give you some resources so that you can at least get your footing before you move to that next level. Right now, you don't need to be a real. I mean, think about it. You don't need to be a realtor to even buy or sell a house, right? If you want to represent someone, you do need a state license. And you get your license. You don't need to be a part of an association to do that. You just need to understand the contracts and have your state license to do so. That's it. That's it. So that conversation was taken public because the conversation I had with the young lady was taken public because I think it's valuable. I'm never going to get on here and give you something that's not valuable. And it's not only for your up-and-coming real estate agents, but I do want you guys to call me if you want to know what really happens behind the scenes on the lending side and on the real estate side, so you can get the game for real, not for fake, not for play. You don't got to pay me a dime to get the game. So hit me up, shoot me a DM, or hit me at mark@curve31.com, and we can go through it. We can get to it. But this information is not only for the up-and-coming agents. This is also for, us black realtors, especially, I'll just go on this small tangent. We were discriminated against in the early days of real estate. We were discriminated against heavily. They wouldn't even allow us to use the term realtor. That's why there's a term realtist. But again, you don't need to pay a bunch of fees to get the job done, even for the consumers. It's very important that you understand the costs that are associated with performing a transaction, right? A lot of times, some of these costs are passed on to the consumers as well.